Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. And this week, I want to take you to New York City and to Fifth Avenue, and I want to show you the coolest, or I think it's cool, linen postcard published by Color Picture, and it's without that neat little number system that Kurt Tyke uses. But Color Picture made wonderful linen postcards also, and so take a look at this one. I want to tell you a little bit about the artist who is responsible for all of this that you see in this postcard. His name was Francisco Torres, and he arrived here in 1922. I say here in New York City. In 1922, he was an immigrant from the Dominican Republic. And he came here in 1922, and so just ahead in the 1930s was the Great Depression. So lots of ups and downs and finding work, and it was not easy. But the story goes is that he was living in the basement of a friend's home, and down in this basement were some plumbing tools like big scissors and things like that. And he just happened to pick up these scissors, and he took some tin cans and he started cutting these tin cans with these big heavy duty scissors, and he created several what must have been neat animals. And so, in a short time thereafter, he went to a marketplace where it was an outdoor market there in New York City. I can just see a closed off street or something, just filled with people and buying and looking and talking and visiting. And he had his animals here, and here he was in this marketplace, open marketplace with people all around. He brought along an ironing board, covered it with a piece of fabric, and set out these animal figures he had created with these big scissors and tin cans. And it just happened that the right person came along that day. And I'm sorry I can't remember the man's name, but he was a director or had some authority at the Whitney Museum in New York City. And he looked and he liked them and he bought them all. So you know that that was the beginning of a wonderful friendship, probably with the artist and this a director at the museum. And so things started happening. Well, that was probably in the 1930s during that rough time, getting over and through the Depression time. But in 1942, this building that we're looking at, this marketplace there on Fifth Avenue on this postcard, was opened, or he was able to open it. And just look at this incredible uh, mid-century modern, this all of this modernism, lighting fixtures, the counters, and here's a big serpentine counter that went across part of the floor, and then above it there was an identical serpentine light fixture that would have shown light down on this counter. Just neat plants, they said, and special lighting and just wonderful effects. Well, this was during the war, and so, supplies and everything would have been limited or restricted. But he just happened to start working at one point or another with copper. And copper was, I guess, available enough, or maybe he got scraps from somebody who used it in an industrial way. He started making pins and jewelry with this copper. And I invite you to go to Google and just type in Rebajes, Rebajes, Rebajes copper jewelry, and you'll be amazed at the brooches and pins and stuff, all kinds of things that he made. They have this modernistic look. It's ethnic. It's just great. Just one after another, row after row. The ones that I looked at last night were copper, but I also noticed that there were several in sterling silver as well. At one time, he is said to have employed over 100 other artisans working for him, making copies of things. He had to do this because he was represented in stores, they said, is in over 500 different stores throughout the country. He was very successful in this store, and he sold it. I think I can't remember the year that he sold it, but he passed away in early 1900. But this is a great card. I think you will like it and enjoy it. And it's always neat to know the stories behind some of these things. Let's see, here on the back it says it's a fascinating shop. That's what Vogue magazine and the New Yorker magazine said there is nothing like it anywhere. And I agree. Hope you like this today and join me next week, and I'll be here for another postcard of the week. Bye bye.